do you mean it sucks?
This pepper beef is too damn spicy.
What are you talking about? This is good.
How's it going, guys? Pretty Spicy here. Hope you guys are doing alright. With Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on its last legs coming out into Tekken 7, I thought it would be cool to count down on some of the coolest things that Tekken Tag 2 has offered. Not necessarily gameplay-wise, but just, I don't know, random stuff that was in the game. Because this game is a little bit of a leeway in terms of seriousness, I thought it'd be cool to just look at some of the stuff that, I don't know, Namco Bandai put in the game. And today we're talking about random stage doodads and gimmicks. So the stages in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 are probably some of the most bizarre stages, I guess, for most Tekken games. For some of the stages in Tekken Tag 2, they're really bizarre, and I think Namco had a lot of, like, I don't know, they put a lot of weird stuff in the stages. So top 10 stage gimmicks and, like, Easter eggs, I guess. Not really Easter eggs, but, you know, whatever. Number 10, we're going to the South Pacific and the Bountiful Sea, and this one is something a lot of people know about. I'm pretty sure this is one of the more obvious ones that people know, and it's the fact that the guy who's waving the flag on the stage is actually Ganryu, or Ganryu, or I think it's Ganryu, whatever, or Ganryu, something like that. And he's just waving the flag, and he's like, oh, I'm waving the flag, and just waving the flag, and it's just like, Ganryu's on the stage. Why is he there? I don't know. He's just waving the flag. I mean, it's a Japanese ship, so I guess that's why he's waving the flag. A lot of people know about this because it's pretty obvious that that's Ganryu. He's fat, and I guess that makes him Ganryu. And you can tell this is obviously Ganryu because I don't think a lot of people know this, but when you actually pick Ganryu, that guy disappears. That's because Ganryu has to fight, so it is Ganryu. Because, you know, he's waving a flag, and waving a flag is his job after being a sumo wrestler. I don't know, he's just waving a flag, okay? Waving a flag. Number 9, we're heading to Germany in the historic town square, one of my favorite stages because, one, it's a medium-sized stage, and one, the background looks really nice. But if you go to, like, the bottom left corner of the stage, randomly this weird quadruplet of a donkey, a dog, and a cat, and a a chicken, rather. Yeah, a chicken riding a cat, and a cat who's riding a dog, and a dog who's riding a donkey. I don't know why they put this in. Maybe it's some kind of German folktale thing, just animals, I don't know. But they're there, and I tried, like, getting them to interact with the characters, but they kind of just don't give a crap about the fighting. They're kind of just minding their own business. So that chicken is like, he's like dancing on top of that cat. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm the chicken. I'm pretty godlike. And then they just go around that corner and they make a whole loop. Number 8, we're going to Japan, to the schoolyard, where there's this giant statue of Heihachi, which appeared in Xiaoyu's Tekken 3 ending, interestingly. But that's not the cool thing about the stage. The other cool thing is another thing that a lot of people notice is that Panda is actually in the background of this stage, and she's like chilling, eating her bamboo, whatever, and then she does this cute little tumble roll thing, and then she tumbles back the other way, and then she's like, oh, I guess I'll take another bite of the bamboo. And interestingly, she's wearing the 2-player Panda costume with the more original pink glowy armbands thingy, wristbands, and then she does another tumble. She's like, I guess I'll do it again. You know, it's not really good for her health if she's doing that while she's eating, but whatever. And you can tell this is Panda because, once again, if you pick Panda, just like Ganryu, it just kind of just disappears, and yeah, just kind of just disappears. I think a lot of people knew about that, and that's number 7 because, or was that number 8? Number 8, whatever. And number 7, we're actually going to the Netherlands. So this one that was kind of a bit hard to notice was in the bottom right corner of the map. There's this field where there's like Jack and Jill on a hill, but the hill is actually a giant clock made of flowers and stuff. And I was like, wow, Netherlands, cool, because they got flowers in their clocks, and they got clocks in their flowers. And I don't even know if it actually tells time, like, properly. But number 6, we're going to Brazil, where this is one of the cooler things I found, is if you go to the upper right part of the stage before the balcony break, this giant freaking Anaconda comes out. And, like, that's like a larger than normal Anaconda because it's like some Jurassic Park levels of being a giant snake. And it's like, I thought it would be like, maybe it could eat you if you jump really high up, but it doesn't seem to really give a shit about people. He's just kind of just chilling there. He's just like, I'm scary. Don't fuck with me, I'm a giant snake thingy. And number 5, New York, United States, which is like, I hate this stage because it's so freaking small. But this one's really hard to see, and I didn't find this one. I found this one through like Reddit. There's actually a sign, very little in the background, for the Florida Gators. And there's also a sign next to it for what looks like pancakes or cookies or something. So that's cool, I guess. I guess that's not copyrighted, Florida Gators. But yeah, Florida Gators. Look at them, Florida Gators. Sports teams. I don't even know what sports team. I don't even know what their team is. Number 4, we're going to Russia in the subway, in the extravagant underground. And then normally, I picked this because it's kind of really hard to notice, is that normally there's nobody walking on these escalators, right? It's just like, oh, there's escalators, whatever. No one really stands there. No one really does anything with it. It's just an escalator. But there's this, what looks like a woman. It could be a guy. I don't know. And she's just chilling at the bottom. She's just chilling, and then she's like, oh, I guess I'll go up. My train's not here yet. My boyfriend's not here yet, whatever. And then she goes up the escalator, and then blah, 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 blah. And the other military dude comes down and is like, hey, what's going on down here? No terrorists, whatever. I guess I'll go up. And then she just comes right back down. And they just keep looping endlessly and endlessly and endlessly. They just keep going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like, that guy's making his patrol. But the other girl is just really, she's anxious about something. She's clearly very anxious about something. I don't know. She's anxious. It's whatever. She's, I don't know. Maybe just wait for her boyfriend or something. It's not showing up. Maybe he's like, they're having like emotional troubles, or they're like, what am I doing? I don't even know. Number 3, it's China. In China, there's 2 in this stage. It's a little bit cheating, but China just is a really cool stage. I like this stage in general. Of course, I mentioned this earlier, was one is the fact that martial law is in this stage. Now, unlike the Ganryu and the Panda ones, he doesn't disappear when you click law, which makes me to believe that this is not law, but like his twin brother Fernando law. And that's just the weird thing. Yeah, cause martial law, and he's like dancing with the chicken, and he's like, look at me, I'm dancing with the chicken. Come try my tasty roast chicken. Only $2.99. It's really good. You better buy his chicken, cause you know law, he's broke, man. Just give him a break. Just give him a break. It's not even that spicy, his food. It's not even that spicy. And then number 2, once again, the China stage, in the bottom left side, or the bottom right side rather, of the balcony break, there is this little hallway with this dude and this cute Asian girl. They're just like having fun, whatever. But in the hallway in the back, I mean the alleyway, there's this weird thing that's just jumping around back there. And I think that's a Jiangshi, which is like a Chinese vampire undead kind of thing. So I don't know, but that thing is really creepy. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why it's hopping like that. And it was really hard to find this. It's just like you'll never notice this in a real match. But it's just hopping around back there. And it's just like doing its thing. But it's creepy. And I wish that wasn't there. It's like there's some kind of serial killer back there waiting to bounce on the prey. Number 1, finally, is we're going to the Poland. The stage with the weird walls. And then the stage starts up and there's 2 magicians. The magician and his assistants are like, hey, look at this. And he's like, pow. And he's like, bam. And then they disappear, and they're like, oh, what happened? They did a little magic show, cards and tables flying, he's doing all this crazy stuff. I've never actually been to a magic show, so that's interesting, but you're like, hey, where'd they go? And then you look at the background, the other side of the stage, exactly when he does that, they actually appear over there, and they're like flying around and stuff. And they're like, we're flying around, and they just fly around. I don't know why I picked that number 1. I think it was just like, it's like they made the stage complete. You know, it's like they just didn't expect, they didn't expect people to look at it, but they did it anyways. Also of note, the people in the front row actually do disappear because they're animated characters that take up space, so they're online, they disappear when you play online. But the people in the background are extremely simple models that they stay after when you play it normally. But that's that. Flying women.